So, a few days into the Cota project, and some progress has been made. Well, at least progress in terms of pulling the bike apart. A couple of interesting discoveries. One of those is the oil volume. Instead of about 300 cc's of gearbox oil, which I'd expect, there's about 30 cc's, about a similar amount in the clutch. So that wouldn't have been too good. Glad I didn't get to start the bike. The electrics presumably had lights at one stage. I'm going to give them a fail grade on rewiring and certainly terminating. I'm no auto electrician, but I'm pretty sure I can do better than that. Having got the tank off, it looks as though it's had a hole at some stage and been fairly rudely repaired. Also some sort of cracking or damage up underneath the seat. I think Montesa finished the tanks underneath better than this. They certainly did on the Montesa I owned in 1979. But that's not a big deal. It's a 50-year-old bike and you'd expect it to have been ridden. In fact, it'd be very disappointing if it wasn't. Surface finish on the tank is okay. I will strip it and I'll get it resprayed professionally. I'm not going to be able to do a good enough job. So yeah, nothing too worrying to report underneath here. The big thing, of course, is that ethanol is causing the tank to bubble. So I'm really going to have to do some work, probably see the bubbling just around here. I'm going to have to do some work to get the interior of the tank resealed with an epoxy resin. I should be able to do that myself quite happily. The other fascinating discovery was the air filter. I suspect this was last cleaned in the Montesa factory in about 1969. I might be wrong there. It's certainly been oiled, absolutely full of oil. There's no way this bike would breathe. That may have something to do with poor starting. Again, I'm going to track everything down and see if I can get it to run a little bit better than it was. Anyway, despite all of those little issues, the bike's giving every indication of being very tidy underneath. It looks like a sort of half-finished restoration. Someone's done a pretty good job of cleaning it up, but not gone to the extra step of putting the right volume of oil in there. So yeah, I'm not really at all sure of the history of the bike, but nothing horrendous so far, but I'll see a little bit more when I pull that engine down, but it's pretty encouraging. So on we go.